Hi, welcome to my channel. We'll continue where we left out. This is the last part of the tutorial on the rig of mechanical objects in Blender. I have 2 videos you need to watch to understand this one. I'll let the link in the description. Let create cubes that the robotic arm will pick up. We need to put the 3D cursor on the rolling table. So select the third cursor and put it somewhere like here. Shift A to create a mesh cube. Scale it. And put on the rolling table. You can use the wireframe mode for better see. Maybe scale it again a little bit. Try to center it in top view. Let back in global transform. And push it here. You can use snap tools to be more precise. Let's snap the cursor on the center of the cube. Now create an empty to drive cubes. I'll use an arrow. Rotate it around Y-axis. Add a copy location constraint. Choose only X-axis and choose the conveyor belt as target. Check the offset box. Okay, good. Select cube and add a child of constraint. Select only X-axis and choose the arrow as target. Okay, great. Now we just need to duplicate cube on conveyor table. Select cube and Shift plus D to duplicate, then G plus X and enter 0.8. Shift plus R to repeat last operations. I want the distance between 2 consecutive cubes to be 0.8. Let rig the robotic arm. Select the base and snap 3D cursor on it. Add an armature. Maybe we need to check in front box. Or maybe activate the visibility. Select this cylinder and set origin to geometry. Then snap cursor on it. In edit mode, snap the bone tip on cursor. Select this cylinder and snap cursor on it. In edit mode, use E to extrude in Z-axis and snap on cursor. Repeat same operation to create the next bone. Extrude again, you can just put at the end of the arm. Or snap between those faces and align relative to the head of the bone. Align bone tip with the bone head. Just parent the bone to different arm pieces. Those three pieces will have last bone as parent. Don't forget cylinder. Those pieces will rotate around the Z-axis. The first bone, or the main bone, it will be used to move the entire robotic arm. I think everything, it's okay. Let's change quaternion rotation to Euler rotation. Just test and lock unused axes. We can choose a custom object for the main bone. We already have the circle create in the first part. Just rotate it around X-axis. We can do the same with others' bones, but today we won't. Now align the arm with the first cube in Y-axis. Push it in Y-axis and position the half sphere on top of the first cube. If we want the last bone to stay horizontal, we can add a drivers. So select this bone and copy his X rotation as new driver. The drivers should copy the opposite rotation of the preceding one. Now the end bones stay horizontal no matter rotation of this one. Adjust the position to center the half sphere on top of the first cube. Now it's ready for animation. Insert key at frame 1 by press K and select whole character. Scroll the timeline until the conveyor travels 0.8 meter. About frame 61 and add a key. Place the cursor at frame 30 and rotate the arm. Rotate bone as the arm unload. Put another keyframe for whole character. Now you can add some variations. Example, the arm can raise up before the rotate in Z-axis after pick up the cube. A value of 32, not bad. We do the same in this position of unload. Use the same value of 32 or use a value you like. Okay, the movement is coming. The keys on frame 1 and frame 61 are the same because I want to create a cycle. Rename the action after tweak your animation and push down for NLA. Select our action. In the action clip, increase the repeat action to 5 or 6 if you want. Okay, great. Let back in the timeline window and resize to get more room. Now we need to create a empty to pick cubes. Be sure the cursor is snap on the center of the cube and create the empty. Rename it if you want. Parent it to the half sphere. Our empty is well parented. We need another empty to receive cubes. So, about frame 30, create an empty on the same emplacement of the picker empty. Let's rename it receiver. It's time to add constraints. Select the first cube and add a 2-copy transforms constraints. Choose picker as target for one and receiver empty for other. Let apply scale on cube. We'll do the same soon for empty to prevent cube changing size. Let reactivate constraints. Maybe it's better to do it now. Okay, great. It's time to add drivers. So copy the location X of conveyor as new driver, select cube and paste it to influence of constraints. Edit the driver and set script to location greater than 0. The influence value will be 1 every time the location greater than 0. For the second constraint, we want it to be 1 when location value is between -x and 0. X is the value of conveyor location when we are in frame 30. That is to say about 0.39. Let back on the script expression and complete. Okay, great. For the last one, we want the influence to be 1 when the X location is less than negative, 0.39. Okay, it worked very good. Copy constraints and drivers to the second cube. Let apply scale to all cubes in empty. So copy constraints and drivers. Now let edit driver. We will keep the same drivers for the other cubes, but each time we will subtract the value of 0.8 compared to the previous cube. (0.8) is the distance between two consecutive cubes. Do the same for the third by subtract every time the value of 0.8 follow the precedent driver. Think you understand the process? Please like and subscribe if the video helped you. Thank you for watching. You can add another conveyor belt to drive cube after the arm unloaded. It's a good exercise. See you in the next tutorial.